Hi everybody, it's Hildie Akalunga 2126, and I'm coming to you with, I think, because I lost track, part 2 or 3 to my tutorial. I will fix it in the description box. But anyway, for the past couple of days I've been having problems with my computer. I haven't been able to upload, and I think it's a conspiracy against me because I even did another video on my phone and I couldn't even upload that video for some reason on my phone. It was saying I needed a Wi-Fi connection, so I did a Wi-Fi connection, and I have unlimited internet service on my phone for the reason of, in case I needed to do anything on the internet, you know, if I don't have a computer, near a computer, I can do it on my phone. But for some reason it's not going through, so I'm just going to finish doing what I've already started. And I have a couple of I have a video that I need to put up, which I did on Wednesday, and on Friday it took over 2 hours and a half just to even get at 13% of the video downloaded. So I was just so disgusted, and it was already going on 1:30 in the morning, so I gave up. But anyway, I want to finish what I started, and I really don't know what to call it. And what it is that for those who've seen the first tutorial, by then it'll be up. For those who've seen the first tutorial, I seen a lady, hold on, I seen a lady get these, move this out the way. I seen a lady get these cans. I got these cans from it's kind of like a potted meat, but it's not potted meat. You get chicken breast, turkey breast, and it's shredded up and put in here, and you can use it on salads or potato salads. So I have a can opener that doesn't cut the inside edges of the can, and what it does is reopens the lid that's on top, so you can go like this all you want all day long and not get cut up or anything. So what she did is she got her 2 cans and she made it into like a little box that she decorated, and you can put jewelry or whatever you want. So since I only have these 2, I decided, since I have plenty of newspaper and plenty of flexible cardboard, I decided to make mine out of newspaper and cardboard. So what I did is I used these as a mold. So what I have done is I created, move this aside because I'm trying to confuse them. I created, this is my bottom mold, and in the first video I taught you how to paper paste the mold. The whole mold is made out of my my Silk Nook flexible cardboard. So it could be a pizza box, a cereal box, a cardboard box, you know. Instead of, you know, constantly having to tear them up and do all this, I decided to start making things with these. So now I have a collection of cardboard boxes that I have plenty to do. So okay, let's get started. Now, in the first one I showed you how to paper paste, which I did already, and also at the bottom, and I did the inside. Now the inside didn't come out properly how I really wanted to, so I was supposed to spread it out with my fingers before I put glue over it, but you know, smart behind me didn't do that. And I just want to reiterate, I can't even talk right now. I just want to mention that when I first did this, oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Is it this one? Because the cans are not alike for some reason. See, that one won't fit in there. And this one now doesn't want to go in. But anyway, what I did when I first, is it this way or was it this one? Hold on, let me try this one. Anyway, there you go. When I first did this one, I put the top portion, which is to show you how I cut a circle, and glued it to the cardboard. I did it manually, which I created a circle. I created a circle and then I taped it manually. But I figured out on the second one that there was an easier way of doing it, and of course you had to slightly bend these so it'll take a curve form. So I found that it was easier to have the cardboard wrapped around the actual tin and keep it there and glue it there. So when I went to go put the cover on top, it was a lot easier. Of course, the other one is in the way, but it was a lot easier to tape, and I didn't have to mold it or shape it or anything. All I did was lay it on top and added the tape to hold it and just popped it out, and I got this. So, you know, with the first one, you know, the way I showed it, you don't have to do it. If that's how you want to do it, you can do it. Now, another thing is once you start adding the paper and the glue, it's kind of hard to get it all the way back in again, but it does fit. And when you also go, that I realized, when you also go to make your circles, I use the bottom of this rim to create my circle. You want to keep that particular circle with this rim because it already takes that shape. So when it goes to be put on here, it's a perfect shape. Now, when I did the first one, I used my first, which is going to be the top one, because this is about an inch, almost 2 inches, and this one is only an inch. So this is the bottom and this is the top, and it's going to go like this. But when I did the circle out of this one, I got this shape, but it doesn't fit perfectly on here because it has the mold, the shape to this one. So you want to make sure you want to keep the shapes together. And this is just to show you the paper also that I'm using is a Recollections paper, and it's yellow rose. Let me see if you can see that. Yeah, it's yellow rose. So I just wanted to say all that before I get started. So this is the piece of paper that I'm going to be using for my, I guess is a box. I don't really know what to call it, but the plan is to, this is the bottom, get the bottom, and this is going to be the top. This is the ring that I created. This ring is going to go in here. Okay. You want to make sure it's evened out. So this is going, no, it's not even, there you go. Nope, not even either. Anyway, for an example, this is going to go in the inside, so when you get the bottom, this is going to help you to be able to close it. And you can shake it, you know, whatever, and it gives it that suction it needs. Now, I can push some of it up so it has a higher rim to it. So when I go to push it down, it goes further down. And, you know, this is basically what I'm trying to put together, this little box. And what I'm going to add to it is going to be this, hold on. Yeah, this is going to be the top half right here. No, not this one. This one is going to be the top half. This is going to be at the bottom. And then this is going to be at the top, aligned with the bottom. So it's going to look sort of something like this. I'm not worried too much about the edges because you're going to see what I'm going to do with the edges. And I also have a cutout of the paper for this ring. Now the ring, the paper is not going to completely go around, but I'm okay with that because not all of the ring is going to be showing. So I have like not even an inch, about an inch of paper that's going to be showing. So let's get started. I'm going to hot glue this because it's a quicker and easier process to hot glue it than to paper paste it. So let's get started. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get started first. Remember, don't confuse. Oh, my light. I have a touch light on my desk, so I have to be careful when I touch it. So, and these are the strips of newspapers that I cut to create it. It's always good to have strips of newspaper because it can act, you can sort of do, you can do a lot with it. I'm not going to get into that right now. But anyway, okay. What I'm going to do is start first with the little inside ring. I'm going to try to make it even as possible. So then that way I don't have to do too much cutting or anything like that. Might not even have to do any cutting at all. See, because if you get it right, you don't really have to do any cutting. So, okay, the first half, I'm going to do right here. Now the only thing about this hot glue is that it just has one temp, so I have to really be careful because my fingers are numb for so much getting burned with it. And I'm working on getting another one where I can control the temperature, because I didn't know that when you have a temperature control, it gives you more time to maneuver around with the hot glue. It doesn't, you know, cool down as fast, and you have more time to work with it. I just want to secure this because when it's sliding up and down, I don't want the paper to move. I'll just do the ends like this. Okay, so I have that part so far done. Now I'm going to do the top. Now I have to make sure I put this paper on correctly, because the way I cut it, the top and the bottom are going to be together like this, because that's how I cut it. So I have to make sure wherever I put this at on the top, it has to meet up with the bottom. Okay. Now, FYI, what I did is the first layer of paper, I put down 2 coats of glue and let it dry. Then I put down, basically I put down 3 layers of newspaper. You can do less, you can just do 2 because you're still going to add cardstock, or you can just do 4 layers of paper, make it nice, hard and sturdy. You know, this ain't that flimsy cardboard anymore. Can't really maneuver it too much because now it has all the glue on it. And on the inside, see, I'm going to have to put a little more glue on the inside and let it dry because of the sliding up and down. But I don't have to worry too much about this one because the inside ring is going to be glued on here. But I just want to make sure that the rest of the inside is okay, and also on the rim on this one. Okay, so let's get started with that. Gotta make sure it's not upside down. Try to do it here. I try to align it as much as possible. I'm not worried too much about the top because I'm going to do something to the top, and I'll show you that probably in part 3 or 4. I gotta look at my videos to see technically what part is this one. I just wanted to get started. Just want to make sure it's aligned. The paper's aligned. Okay, well, I'm going to do it differently then. I'm going to do section by section, that way I know it's aligned. It's just getting on my nerves right now. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to look up again. It's something that I happened to find on the internet, this project. I don't remember who it was by or this her channel. But you know, I want to give credit where, you know, credit is due. You know, she did it with the aluminum. I just decided, since I have so much cardboard, not to do it with the cardboard, you know, plus recycle, you know, instead of, you know, wanting to break apart some cans and stuff like that. You use the cardboard, why not, you know? And you can pull on it just to make sure. And I'm going to get this thing. I know in Spanish it's varniz. I think it's varnish in English. And it also helps with paper projects to protect it and give it this nice shine. And everything you do with the paper, you always want to make sure after you're done doing whatever you're doing, like as far as putting it together, setting it up, you always want to put at least 1 to 2 coats of glue, so it gets harder and harder each time. So see, I have like about 1 inch. So I'm not worrying too much about that, because I do have scrap paper that I can come and try to, you know, match it up as much as I can with it and stick it in there. So this is the top. Now this is the part to the top right here. Unfortunately, this flower is trying to get it to, oh, I think it is going to fit. I might have to cut it down a little bit, but I wanted the flower to be like this. Oh, what I can do is cut the edges, but I'll hold on to that. Put this aside, work on the next one. So I have no idea where I'm at. Look, I'm already at 18 minutes. Okay, so I gotta make sure I do this correctly. Okay. Now remember, when you're also adding the paper to your project, you can leave it on the can. I didn't do it, I was holding it by hand. But you can leave it on the can because it's easier just to stick your hand around the can, add the piece of paper, do the glue, put the piece of paper, do the glue, and you can do it with your hands. Of course, I gotta be difficult and special. I can do it with my hands. But I'm just letting you know, so then that way, you know, as far as, you don't have to get too much glue on. You just might get some on the edges, but you're not going to get too much glue on yourself. Okay, so now I have to do it quick because I have a fan right next, well, almost right next to me, you might as well say. And you can pull on it and align it. There you go, see? It's a pretty sturdy paper. You can't do it with a weak piece of paper. If you do it with a weak piece of paper, you're going to have to cut it in section and paper paste it. I already learned that with the last project I did, as far as, well, the very first project I started when I started doing paper pasting. especially with newspapers and stuff. Okay, you definitely want to see, and I just oofed up a little bit right here. So I'm gonna see, clean this off. So what I do now is I kind of like warm it up a little bit, so the glue will oh, no wonder I'm warming up the wrong spot. Yeah, that was smart. I warm it up a little bit with the tip of the oh my god, the glue gun. I know you can use the heat tool, but I'm not gonna get it right now. See, it's coming up a little. Kind of like ironing it. I should just get my lazy behind up and get the heat tool. I'm gonna have to get the heat tool then. Or if not, yeah, because if I continue. Alright, hold on real quick. Thanks to Debbie Groston. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name there. And Myra, who told me about the heat gun. I never knew about that. I would just start a whole project all over again, upset because I messed up a piece of paper I really liked, that I really wanted to do it with. So now I'll just do it with this. There you go. Yay! Ta-da! See, so for those who didn't know, like me, who I didn't know, you could just do it like that. Thanks a lot, ladies. 2 thumbs up. Okay. Have to reposition it because the edge is starting to turn. So there you go. So now I want to make sure. And all I do is I put the tip of the gun right on the old glue. Kind of reheat it up a little bit, and I can use that same glue. Then of course I still put a little extra bit there, just to be on the safe side. There you go. Okay, I'm coming out of focus. Sorry about that. Now this one's a little more because I had to reposition it a lot. In the beginning I didn't reposition, but I can always go back now with the heat tool and do it. And guess what? I'm still going to have to do it anyway. Oh Lord, because I wanted to align this top edge. The bottom, I didn't mind if a little bit poked out because I was going to cut it anyway. So that's what happened when you go ahead of yourself. But the good thing about it, and I have my Recollections heat tool. Haha, love it. burning my fingers a little bit. Sorry. Okay, this is where the very beginning is when I started going wrong with it. Fine and dandy. So I just want to make sure that that top rim is aligned. That's what I want to make sure. Everything else falls into place once you have that top rim aligned. Okay. So what I'm going to do, since I still have glue on those pieces, I'm just going to heat everything right back up. Ta-da! I'm so happy. Alright, so another little piece right here. But again, I still have extra. Oops, sorry, move the camera. Another little piece right there. But I still have extra right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut these little extra pieces and add them in there. And this is what I'm going to show now. As far as, I gotta figure out if it's part 2 or 3 or 3 or 4. Because I think I'm at 26 minutes. So this is what I have now for this part. The other part is going to be everything, you know, the papers put together and how I'm going to decorate it and what I'm, you know, the final look for it. So thanks for watching my videos, thanks for following, thanks for subscribing. Sorry if I haven't been able to comment on people's videos as well, because I haven't been able to watch videos and even comment on them. But thank you again for watching, thank you for following, thank you for your support. Much love, Hildie.